We double won't get it! Still the cowboy, Mr. McLean. You Americans are all alike. But this time, John Wayne doesn't walk into the sunset with Grace Kelly. Scary Cooper, asshole! Oh, Diva! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! That was crazy!
Happy trails, Hans.
Dallas still stinks. Yo, everybody, do can't think back here. So the Sixers tie up the series with the Nets 1-1 with an impressive win, with an impressive beatdown, with an impressive double moonwalk of the ass on the Brooklyn Nets. Sixers win 145-123 in a game that I think they had to win. They could not afford to go down 0-2 to the Brooklyn Nets, having to go back and play them at their home. So the Sixers, huge win. It was a huge second half because this game was really close in the first half, and it looked like it was going to be one of those games that go down to the wire in the fourth quarter, but it didn't. The Sixers outscore the Nets. I think, what was it, 51-23 in the third quarter. That's ridiculous. I mean, they went off tonight in the third quarter. It was a beautiful thing. It was beautiful to see the Sixers come alive. The energy in that building was off the charts. It was awesome, man. It was great seeing Dikembe Mutombo sitting with Allen Iverson and all the people that were there. This was a big-time game for the Sixers and a big way to answer the bell after what happened in Game 1. So right from the get-go of this game, you could tell the Sixers were playing with a whole different level of intensity that they played in Game 1. I mean, Ben Simmons, who kind of ran his mouth about, you know, the fans and booing and that kind of thing, and it didn't look good for him, and he really needed to come out and answer the bell. We needed to see Ben Simmons have a good game in the playoffs. And you know what? He answered the bell. Ben Simmons answered it. He had 18 points, he had 18 points, 10 boards, and 12 assists. A triple-double for Ben Simmons. A triple-double moonwalk of the ass for Ben Simmons is what he gave. I thought Ben was really good. He hit his free throws a lot better than he did in Game 1. And yes, sometimes he drives and he should just go up and shoot, and he dishes out or kicks out, and he doesn't need to. But overall, I was very happy to see Ben Simmons play the way he did. When he goes to the board and he's aggressive, man, he's something, and he's got to do that more. And he did it tonight. And I think that early in the first half, in the first quarter, this was a key thing for us to see because it told us that this whole team, just in my opinion, the whole level, the whole feel, the whole energy of this team was different in the first quarter. Now, the first half was close. I mean, Brooklyn was hitting, like, it seemed like they were hitting every three-pointer they shot, every free throw that they get. They were hitting shots. I mean, D'Angelo Russell, LeVert, all those guys, man, Dinwiddie, they're good players, and they can shoot, man. And they kept themselves in this game. It was 65-64 at halftime. And then the third quarter happened, and the Sixers just came out and just overpowered them in the third quarter. They outscored them 51-23, like I said earlier, in the third. And by the time we got to the fourth quarter, this thing was over. I mean, the Sixers, hell of a job for the Sixers. So let's look at some of the statistics for the guys tonight. Embiid had 23 points, 10 rebounds, double-double for him. Like I said, Simmons had 18 points, 10 rebounds, 12 assists. Boban. Let's talk about Boban. Boban had 16 points. And you know what? When Embiid was on the bench a lot in the first half because I guess his knee or whatever, Boban was hitting shots. He was hitting shots. And I'm not talking about like little layups. He's hitting them from past the free throw line, at the free throw line, top of the key, boom, boom. But when he's hitting them, Boban was the man. That dude is awesome. I love Boban, man. I love him. So he had 16 points, and I thought that in the first half, he was one of the best players on the team in the first half. I did. He was great. Tobias Harris, I think he had 4 points going into the second half. He finishes with 19 points. He finished really strong as well, and I think that's a big deal for the Sixers because he kind of really wasn't involved in anything in this last game, and at times he disappears. So he had 19 points. It was good to see him get going. Jimmy Butler, only 7 points. He was a little quiet today. Fortunately for us, we didn't need him. I want Jimmy Butler shooting in the fourth quarter, but we were up by so much there was no need to. We had our starters out of this game with about 10 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes left in this game. They were pulling everybody. So I'm not too worried about it, but Butler with 7 points. Redick has 17 points. He was much better shooting, much better from three-point land, and the team as a whole was better from three-point land. In the first game, if you remember, I think they shot 12%. 12 stinking percent from the three-point line. Not in this game. I think in this game, let's see where they were 9 to 23 for 39.1%. So they were much better. I mean, they still, that could be better. But 9 of 23 from three-point land. And then their free throws, they shot a lot better from the free throw line. They shot, what was it, 23 of 32 was like 80%, something like that. So the Sixers shot much better. They played much better. And this is a win, of course, we needed. But I think it shows you, when this team is clicking, when everybody's playing up to their ability, this team is scary. They are scary. And, I mean, 145 to 123. It's like somebody said on my screen, that's an all-star. That's an all-star game. I mean, they scored a lot of points, 51 points in the third quarter. Awesome, man, awesome. So now we got to go back to Brooklyn and we got to play them at their home, and we're gonna have to win one of those two games. I think we will. I think that the first game was a hiccup game, and I think we're right now back on track. I think we're going to be fine, and hey, I'm excited about this. But the Sixers, man, they came out with a vengeance, especially in that second half. I thought they were great. I even loved how Brett Brown used his timeouts. The one part in the third quarter where they were starting to cut it was like early in the third, and we were up maybe like 10, and they cut it to like 7 or something like that. Brett Brown used the timeout. Thank God. You know how many times I've been screaming for him to use timeouts at certain times just to stop a team's momentum, and he just keeps letting it go and letting go. Not tonight. I thought Brett Brown did a good job tonight as well. I think it was an all-around good effort for the Philadelphia 76ers. They tie the series at 1. I'm excited. I hope you're excited about this win. I feel like we're back on track for the rest of the series. Now we got to go win one of the two in Brooklyn coming up here. We got to go beat them one of these next two games at home to get the home court back. But I feel confident we can, and hopefully, we'll continue this and we'll roll right through this team. So that's what happened tonight. And I hope you guys who were in my live stream enjoyed it. It was fun. We had a blast. We'll be doing it again Thursday. And with that said, take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.